It was September 8, 1994, the MTV Video Music Awards. Nirvana's Heart-Shaped Box music video was nominated for 5 awards on this night. For Video of the Year, Best Alternative Video, Best Art Direction in a Video, Best Cinematography, and Viewer's Choice. Nirvana would be successful in winning 2 out of those 5 awards. Nirvana won for Best Art Direction in a Video, with the art director being Bernadette DeSanto, beating out other nominees Aerosmith, Bjork, and 9 Inch Nails. For Best Alternative Video, Nirvana were up against Beck for Loser, Green Day for Longview, and the Smashing Pumpkins for Disarm.
Nirvana, Heart-Shaped Box.
And Nirvana came out on top. The award was accepted by Dave Grohl, Chris Novoselic, and Pat Smear. It had only been 5 months since Kurt had passed away, and Dave Grohl delivered a very emotional speech talking about Kurt.
Well, I'm not the most vocal person in the world, but it'd be silly to say that it doesn't feel like there's something missing, and I think about Kurt every day, and I'd like to thank everybody for paying attention to our band. Thanks.
So that is very raw footage there, remembering that's only just 5 months after Kurt had died. It's really only just after Nirvana ended. Dave hadn't even released the Foo Fighters' debut album yet. That would come out the following year in '95. But when Nirvana's Heart-Shaped Box came up on screen with all of the other nominees, there was a noticeable lift in the applause. Everybody really wanted Nirvana to win, you could tell. So sure, as Dave Grohl says there, he wasn't the most vocal guy when he was in Nirvana. You know, he talked from time to time, of course, but, you know, it was mainly Kurt and Chris that did that. But as he came up to the podium there and he spoke very well. It was raw and honest, and you could just tell how much the guys were really missing Kurt. So we had Roseanne Barr hosting the show. We had Michael Jackson and Lisa Marie Presley. They opened up the show and welcomed the audience. Some of the performances that night included Aerosmith, the Smashing Pumpkins, the Rolling Stones, Stone Temple Pilots, and Bruce Springsteen, going way back in the day to good old 1994. And as a side note, no doubt Nirvana would have been performing that night too, if things had have gone different. But as I say, Nirvana did win 2 awards that night, but they weren't done just yet. Kurt Cobain was actually honored this night in a special MTV presentation. Chris Novoselic would come up on stage and say a few words as they held a special tribute for Kurt.
This last April, we all lost a good friend. And we'd like for you to watch this presentation and remember the life of Kurt Cobain.
So that was just a short piece of the tribute that MTV put together for Kurt that night, so it was pretty cool of them to do that. And just as Dave had spoken before about Kurt, I thought Chris also added some nice words there saying, hey, you know, we've all lost a good friend with Kurt passing, so definitely a raw, emotional night there at the Video Music Awards. Heart-Shaped Box, a very good video, a very strong video, deserved all the nominations and awards that it got. Would be their most well put together music video in my opinion. It's a really great video to watch. Nirvana had a lot of cool music videos of course, but they certainly put a ton of work into that one. And that would be the final music video they would make.